Hey YouTubers, I'm Kira Sykes and welcome to Graces and Places, where through Bible study and inspiration of God's truth, we learn to live and grow together through this thing called life. Okay, so a few weeks ago, we started a 10-part video series called 10 Verses to Help Navigate Spiritual Weariness. We all go through it. We all struggle every day to stay motivated, to stay determined, to stay on our path of righteousness. And obviously, we know the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy everything in our way. So I thought it would be really helpful to provide you guys 10 different verses to really study and reflect on to help guide you through life. All right, so we are on number 4 this week. And the topic of this week is remind yourself that Jesus won't forget your labors for him. That's right. We must remind ourselves. He is keeping a very detailed journal of each and every single one of our lives about everything that we do, everything we do right, everything we do wrong, every time we don't listen to him. He knows it all. So very important that we understand that and we remind ourselves that he is not going to forget about us, okay? So today we're going to read in Hebrews 6. If you have a Bible, please turn there. Also, I want to mention, if you don't have a Bible and you're on this channel to learn more about Jesus and God and the gospel, and you really can't afford to purchase a Bible or you don't have an app, I actually have some Bibles. I have Bibles that I can send you for free, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to start, Hebrews 6, we're going to start verse 10. So chapter 6, verse 10. For Elohim is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have shown toward his name, in that you have attended to the set apart ones and still attend. Still is italicized in my Bible, which means it's probably a pretty important verse. So still, ongoing, consistently, every day, right? And we desire that each one of you show the same eagerness to the entire confirmation of expectation until the end, in order that you do not become sluggish, but imitate those who through belief and patience inherit the promises. For Elohim, having promised Abraham, since he could swear by no one greater, swore by himself, saying, truly, blessing I shall bless you, and increasing I shall increase you. All right, so that was Hebrews chapter 6, verses 10 through 14. Now, in my Bible, it also references, because if you guys are new to reading the Bible, you'll always notice that there's confirmation within confirmation in the Bible. So it will always reference other verses, previous verses that were written years and years and years ago before, to show us that God provides us confirmations on if we're doing the right thing, or maybe we're trying to figure out what path we're supposed to be on. He will give confirmation. Usually 3 confirmations will be given. So one of the references it tells us to go read to show us that what has been written in Hebrews 6, 10 through 14 was back in Genesis, which is the beginning, right? So let's go to Genesis 22:16 and just see what the confirmation or what God said in the beginning. All right. And said, by myself I have sworn, declares Yahweh, because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, that I shall certainly bless you, and I shall certainly increase your seed as the stars of the heavens and as the sand which is on the seashore, and let your seed possess the gate of their enemies. And in your seed all the nations of the earth shall be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice. Now, that is a very small snippet of Genesis 22, and in that chapter, basically, God tells Abraham to take his only son and sacrifice him. And Abraham listens and obeys God's voice and takes him and makes an altar and goes to sacrifice his son, which blows my mind to even think that God would ask Abraham to do that, but it was a test. And as right before it was going to happen, he basically says, no, yells at Abraham, no, don't do it. He 100% now knows that Abraham is going to obey him, trust him, which is why he promises him he will bless him and his family and all of the descendants, as many as the stars in the sky. The point of the story is Jesus is not going to forget what you do on this earth. So obeying him is what our purpose in life is. And every single purpose is towards the glory of God and to grow his heaven, to grow his ultimate purpose, which, I believe in my heart there's a huge purpose for all of us after we pass on this life and we go on to heaven. I believe that there's going to be something really big for us up there. I also believe that our jobs down here, our talents that he's given us for this earth, are almost like rehearsal for what we're going to do in heaven. So get really good at your job down here because you're going to be using it probably in heaven. Again, that's my opinion. So that is basically our number 4 today. Remind yourself that Jesus won't forget your labors for him. Hebrews 6, 10 through 14. Reflect and ponder on that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Next week, we're going to be talking about Ask Jesus for Joy. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today. And until next week, have a great time.